I hope everybody's doing great. So, yeah, we've got some new data rolling in that's a little concerning. I like to monitor the health and the fitness of the U.S. housing market because I know if we lose it, we're going to lose everything. And we clearly put the real estate market into another, real estate bubble. And anytime the market exhibits bubble behavior, you got to wake up and pay close attention. And as a real estate agent myself, somebody who owns and operates real estate currently, somebody who lost his property in the 2008 downturn, like this has my full and undivided attention, as it should. I mean, like I said, it really bothered me to the point where I turned on this camera and really became a rogue agent, a whistleblower, really, for all intents and purposes, and worked for the biggest brokerage on planet Earth and one of the most expensive places on planet Earth to live. And I was just like, hey, I can't just stand by and act like everything's normal. This is abnormal. The new normal is not normal at all. And the reality is this. The leadership really caused this one through stimulus, making it real estate agents, essential workers, dropping those low interest rates. But now the byproduct has been nothing short of a disaster. We are teetering on the razor's edge. We overheated the biggest asset class on planet Earth. Like I said, if we lose it, we will lose everything. We will be thrusted into a deep cycle recession. The real estate housing market's a monster. So most of us like to look back to 2008. And before 2008, they look back to a prior recession. Before that, they look back to a prior recession. And we can chase this thing all the way back to, the Civil War, really, the Revolutionary War. They all had depressionary levels of downturns within those eras. And now this is going to be the crisis era that's going to usher in the next one because we overheated not only the housing market, every single market we have. And because this has now become because of the crisis, it wasn't just an economic crisis, it was social crisis, it was political crisis, and an economical crisis. So it was like the three-headed monster. It's out of its cage. It's a runaway train that left the station. It's not coming back. This thing has disaster written all over it. For me, I hate to do this because, I focus on the pitfalls, the warning signs, to raise awareness, ring the bell, sound the alarm, let people know the biggest artificially induced housing bubble ever witnessed in human history will have blowback, the dust will settle, and we will pay the piper for doing that. And it's playing out in front of our very eyes. So I've talked about this as we're forward thinkers, critical thinkers, and I was very early to the game. I was very forward thinking. I warned when it was all rainbows and sunshine, you looked like you were off your rocker to say anything but real estate only goes up or this time is different, the loan strength is better, blah, blah, blah. I just knew there would be a byproduct. The first byproduct, of course, was inflation, which we were told was transitory. The second byproduct was the excess of cash that was printed and dumped into the economy. We overheated it. People did